it's me, and I'm live, and I've checked the cameras, I've checked the sound. Fingers crossed everything will work today. My email has just informed me that I've gone live, so all is good in the world of Old Stables Crafts YouTube Live. My name is Liz Yuille. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in the UK, working across the UK, France, Germany, Austria and the Netherlands. Welcome to my YouTube channel and a random live. So during May, I am, in addition to my two usual scheduled lives, which are 11 o'clock on a Tuesday morning and 3 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon UK time, I'm also doing some random, I'm just going to go live when I feel like it, lives, and this is one of those. Yesterday was the scheduled one and it went completely doolally. Hello Lisa! Woo woo! So I'm hoping today will be better. Now it'll be interesting if Rachel joins us today. Rachel often joins live, and she mentioned to me a few weeks ago that this camera was better than the pointing down camera. Sorry, Kay, not Lisa. I knew you weren't Ozpause. I got the wrong one. I'm going to have to do myself a little crib sheet. Ozpause equals Kay. Morning, Kay. But yes, so Rachel was telling me that the facing camera was clearer than the downward camera. And I told her that there was nothing I could do about it. She, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, she was right. And I found a new setting on the downward facing camera, only because yesterday's scheduled live went wrong. So I'm hoping that the downward facing camera will be better today. So hopefully she will be on and she can have a look. So I have actually done some prep. I know, amazing. And I've even tried some things out, even more amazing. So hopefully... Hello, Jane from Australia. Gosh, so we've got the US and Australia. Now I know, because I've just been messaging, Facebook messaging, an Australian demo who's based in Melbourne, and apparently it's now 8:30. I wish I knew how you do the two camera thing. It's because I use some software which is called Streamlabs OBS. It's free, and I have two USB webcams that just go into my USB ports, and I can switch between them using Streamlabs. There's also something called StreamYard, which is an online thing, which you can do free if you're only streaming to one platform, but you can pay, and I don't think it's very much, to stream both into YouTube and Facebook. Certainly worth having a look at that. And I think that's what Kylie Bertucci is now using. I don't know that, but I think it might be. Morning, Claire. When yesterday things went pear-shaped, I ended up not using the face camera, so I could get the downward camera, and then I couldn't get the face camera, and I ended up using the webcam on my laptop, which is immediately in front of me. So yes. Hello, Werner from Austria. Hope that's pronounced correctly. I think you're my first Austrian. Certainly my first Austrian to comment. Anyway, I'm going to flip the camera down and do that two camera thing. And we'll get started. So, Kay, I've set up a picture-in-picture, so I've got the two cameras, one over the other. Hello, Helen from Pennsylvania. 8:30 Wednesday night. Yes, it's just gone 11:30 Wednesday morning in the UK. So, yes, so you've got I've just put the catalogue away. Why did I put the catalogue away? Because I was trying to clear up, that's why. So, we are looking at Texture Chic, which is somewhere around here. It is Gorge. There it is. Texture Chic. It all is on page 98 and 99 of your new annual catalogue. I think I've just got something in my eye, so this could be interesting. I'm only using the paper and the vintage gold paper, so the designer series paper and this, which is called, let me grab it, Distressed Gold. It's kind of the embellishment for this suite. So if you go get the suite, you get the stamp set, Season of Chic stamp set, which covers all seasons, because we've got snowflakes, we've got autumn leaves, we've got shells, we've got flowers. Now this flower is very... I'm going to tell you something about this flower in a moment. So yes, there's all sorts of seasons that you can do with this. That wasn't a sentence, but you know what I mean. So you get the bundle, you get the paper, and you get the Distressed Gold specialty paper if you use the suite number, the suite code. So you get the bundled discount for the stamp set and dies, and then the other two just go on at their standard price. But it's only one number, which is really good. So I don't have the bundle, so I'm not using it because I don't have it. There are limits to what I can have. I have to be vaguely sensible. So I've got two cards prepped, one that is pink and one that is blue, but I'm going to show you the papers first because they're gorge. Hello Shaz, I hope you're feeling a bit better today. Every day in every way, I hope you're feeling betterer and betterer. So these are the papers. They are all foiled in Distressed Gold. The colours are, I should have said that first, Evening Evergreen, Mango Melody, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Soft Succulent and Soft Suede. Really strange combination, particularly the Mango Melody. But they work because this is Mango Melody. So we've got seashells. I saw seashells on the seashore. That's what I'm trying to say. This Petal Pink with gold dot paper, which I will be using on my first card. This Hatch paper, which has Evening Evergreen-ish-esque plank, so wood on the reverse. I'll be using this one as well. This paper, which has that flower on, which I will come back to. This is gorgeous. I mean, all of it is gorgeous. I don't know why you'd necessarily use the back, because the front is just too lovely. But you might want to use the back. I don't know. Snowflakes or this. I'll take this. Then we've got a sort of vague textured floral with Mango Melody in it. This is also some Mango Melody and Petal Pink, but with Distressed Gold. And then we've got leaves with this pattern. So really lovely papers, plus the Distressed Gold paper, which is all yummy, yummy. So, but someone commented on my, I think it's catalogue walkthrough, that they wanted to see me do some textured chic or texture chic cards. So no sooner asked than answered. The paper's really pretty. Hadn't noticed it in the catalogue. No, it's one of the most well hidden things in the catalogue. So I've got a Petal Pink card base. I've got a Pool Party mat with, obviously I have die cut with a stylish shape out of the middle. I've got this paper, and do you remember I was talking about that flower? Let me bring the paper back up and I will show you that flower again. Because, where is the flower? Come here, flower. It's on, must be on that one, yes. This flower, which is distressed, so it's not that easy to see, instantly reminded me of the poppies. So let's see if I can bring it up and show you. So hopefully you're finding this picture clearer than it used to be. Now let's see if my zoom will work or if it's going to blow it. And by blow it I mean be really spaced out. Yeah, it's quite spaced out, but you can hopefully see that this floral is very similar to the poppy dies. And in fact, there's a half. So these are the poppy moment dies. So there is a half poppy as well, which looks really similar to this here. So hopefully you can see that. But the moment I saw that paper, I went, poppies, poppies. So let me go back to picture in picture. And yeah, so poppy moments. Now, on the subject of Rachel, she does these wonderful stickers that you can get in a PDF. So it's Rachel Burkett, who I don't think's on today, but she does these wonderful stickers where she says these dies match up with these. She says where they are and what stamp sets they match up with. Hello, Sally from Georgia. The poppy flower is it just blew my mind. Hello, Mercy from Ohio. My SU big order is finally coming today. It's so hard to be patient, but I can't justify expediting the shipping. Yeah, I know it's really expensive for you in the States to expedite. It's not cheap over here, but Shaz, just been to the docks for bloods, etc. Will know improvement later. Fingers crossed for you, Shaz. I hope things go well. Anyway, I'm going to pop this paper away because I'm not using that today, but that was where I suddenly got this moment for the poppies and thought I need to bring the poppies out. So I have a die cut poppy, die cut from the Distress Gold. I've also got 2 lengths of the Pool Party sheer ribbon. Rachel Burkett, B-U-R... Oh, can't remember how she spells her surname. Bear with me one moment and I will see if I can find it for you. She's a UK demo. B-U-R-K-E-T-T. And she's often on my lives, but inevitably today she isn't. Hello, Deborah from Michigan. Gosh, lots of you on today. Now, rules of the road, for those of you who are new, or certainly new to commenting, do remember that it's really lovely if you can give me a thumbs up, because then more people see my YouTube. So, you know, it makes a difference to my life if you give me a thumbs up or comment, all good things, whether you're on live or on replay. So I've cut my Pool Party and my paper. My paper is an 1/8 of an inch smaller than my this. In fact, I think I'm going to go, no, I'm going to go that way. Couldn't decide which way up I was going to go. I'm going to go that way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my tag kind of coming off the end a bit with this over it, and I'm going to trim down the die cut so that it doesn't peek out behind the poppy, but I'm going to have ribbon peeking out behind the poppy. Anyway, you'll see. But I'm not doing any of that until I've done my stamping and embossing, because if it goes wrong, I've got the other end to play with. Just saying. So I'm using the, let me bring it over, the Charming Sentiments stamp set. No, B-U-R-K-E-T-T. Burkett. B-U-R-K-E-T-T. It's gorgeous, isn't it? The poppy cut from the Distressed Gold is just stunning. And the paper, the Distressed Gold paper, is reasonably stable. It's not flimsy. It's not, well, actually, no, it probably is about the same thickness as the Designer Series paper. So, Charming Sentiments, this is the stamp set that has the dies that Fussy cut, but I'm just using it as a stamp set, and I'm using just for you, purely because it fits. And I wasn't going to spend hours trying to find a sentiment that fits because I was being lazy. So, my very nearly dead embossing buddy. Fortunately, I do have another one. In fact, I think I might have another two. So, inking up my stamp with Versamark. It's a nice juicy Versamark. And this just fits on the tag. Like that. And I've got my heat and stick, which either works really well or not at all. So heat and stick. Hence I'm not cutting the end off my tag until after I do this. Now, this is going to be interesting on camera because I want to show you how I am heating, but equally I don't want my gold leaf to go everywhere. So this is going to be a challenge. I'll put my gold leaf there and I'll bring in my trusty cheese board, because the key with this is you need to be very quick between melting the heat and stick and getting it into your gold leaf. So here goes. And the problem is always what to do with your heat gun, which will be hot obviously when you finish with it. So right, as soon as that's melted, which it has, between the legs seems to be a really good place to put your heat gun, preferably without the hot bit touching you. Don't worry, the hot bit isn't touching me. And then I've got my gold leaf. Now this is a bit of the old stamping sponge, and this is a sort of a rougher thing. So I'm going to start with the stamping sponge and just polish. Now I have seen people use one of our blending brushes. I prefer a scrubby scrub. I'm just going to flick that away. It's almost right. Now I'm just going to put the lid back on and I'm going to heat again and pop it into the flakes again. As I say, this is where it's really difficult doing this on camera because you can't just throw things on the floor. I normally do this kind of over the floor rather than over my desk. I'm going to end up with gold leaf everywhere. And that's just helped pick up a little bit more of the gold leaf by giving it a second blast. So flick, get that bit back in the box. I will be doing this again, possibly, if I can bear to. Otherwise I'll just use gold embossing powder. In fact, I might use gold embossing powder so you can see the difference, she says, coming up with a justifiable reason for not having to use gold leaf twice. Or indeed heat and stick twice. Right, so let's pop this together. I will have dimensions over on my website. I hope to have this up to maybe later today, otherwise it will be tomorrow. I have quite a busy day, got a busy week frankly, so we'll see. So this is going to go on there, so let's start by doing that. Once upon a time I had seal. I can see my seal plus. Where's my seal? Right in front of me. That's where it is. Actually I'm going to go around the outside of this because there's a hole in the middle. I don't want to end up with stick in the middle of the hole. So and I also find it easier when, particularly when it's a very narrow gap between the paper and the card, or what you're putting on and what you're putting it onto. I find it easier if this isn't sticky. So I can line up on the three edges that I can see and then just drop it down, press it down, and that's much easier than holding something sticky. Never use the heat and stick. It's temperamental, I think, is the word I would use. You kind of have to use it and see how you get on. But it is really good with the gold flakes. And let's you're never going to need more than one pot of gold flakes because it just goes on and on and on. Right, so I've got my card base. Let's turn it over so I've got the front at the front. And by that I mean that this piece is slightly larger than this piece. So this I'm going to stick on with liquid adhesive, which is my preferred adhesive for all sorts of things. So obviously it doesn't matter which way up the paper goes, this pattern, because it's just dots. So, oh, I know what I haven't done. Oh, take it off. Phew, haven't put the ribbon round it yet. Right, okay, this is going to be fun, trying to put ribbon onto a sticky... Now, one of these was longer than the other. There we are. Right, I wanted to have ribbon round my card. So, Seal Plus and Seal Plus. I'm going to have to do this in mid-air because I now have glue on my paper. Oh, mercy, that's wonderful. You see, I don't think I have an accent because I speak the Queen's English, don't you know? But, yeah. I know, I get that a lot. I love your accent. Hello, Pam! Never late, Pam. Never late, particularly for a random live. Pam is one of my lovely team members. She's just had her first anniversary and she's just received, little late, but she has just received her Bronze Elite badge from Utah. Arrived earlier this week, I think you said, Pam? Because we had a team meeting on Monday evening and she said it had arrived. Woohoo! So yes, one of my lovely team. And of course, at the moment, it's a brilliant time to join because you get lots of, well, you get over £60 worth of in-colour goodies on top of your usual starter kit. So wherever you are in the world, if you are not currently a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, please have a think about it. Hello, Jane. You've got lots of gold flakes for your furniture painting. What a good idea. My accent is cute. Oh, thank you. I always, as a child, I always thought my accent, for want of a better word, was a bit boring because it's not as what I'm about to say as it was. It always used to be very much what we would call received English. So, yeah, boring, otherwise known as BBC English, don't you know? But fortunately, as I have got older, I have lost some of it because it's fairly, boring. But yeah, so I'm going to try and make this go kind of up and down more than side to side. So this is just a length of ribbon tied in a half knot. I will trim it and then I'm going to have that there trimmed so that I've got that, and I don't want this bit sticking out the other side, I think. Oh, I don't know. Am I happy? So do I want something that looks more like that or something that looks more like that? No, I don't like that sticking out the side. Right. Okay, decision. You need to join again to get the goodies. Yes, but then you'll lose your discount, Pam. You'll get, you'll go back to having a 20% discount rather than a 25% discount. Because at Bronze Elite you get 25% discount. Right, so this is going to be a bit of a fudge, I think. So I want that there. So I need to cut... Snips, where are you? There you are. I need to cut there because I don't want the banner sticking out. I just want it like that with the poppy. Right, so I'm going to have this popped up. My poppy is going to be popped up. So let's start with a little bit of glue. Little bit of glue. Little bit of glue. And let's just adjust that so that that's where that needs to be. That's where that needs to be. Right, so that's where it's all going to go. Dimensionals. Pam just got back from her booster. Whoa! Yes, Pam, that is a drawback. You do not want to lose your 20%, your 25% discount. Not a good plan. Now, those two are very close together because this is just paper. So I want it to be well supported. I'll put a small one there. One there. And we'll have one there. And we'll get a mini dimensional and pop that there. And then this card is almost done. Now it will need a liner, and I say this every time. I always put liners in my cards after I have written on the liner because my handwriting is appalling. So I don't want to spoil the liner and have to rip it out. Just saying. A question for you. How do you get the card samples that you give to your new members? You mean the colour? The coloured charts. Bear with me. I've got an old one, so let me just grab what I think you mean. You mean like this? You've never done a double layer of leafing? Oh, well, because sometimes the heat and stick doesn't stick to the leafing the first time. So if you heat it up again, you can get it sticky again. I use mine all the time and need to add the new colours. I need to upload the new in colour one, but it's the template for this is in our team Facebook group. But if you're very good, I might send you the card for the... See, that's gone in the wrong place. Let me just pull this up again because it's slightly in the wrong place. I need to push it across a bit more. Ooh. Don't pull, twist. Don't pull, twist. Twist, don't pull. Right, so I'll show you what I mean by it's too far across in a moment. I want this knot to move across a bit more. Right, I will see what I can do, Pam. I definitely need to load the template up in our team room, and that's better. I didn't want to have to trim the poppy. That's better. Now I can pull this back again. No, Marcy, no, you don't need to be inactive for any time at all. You can resign and rejoin instantly, wherever you are in the world. There is no 6-month rule. I know this because I have people who drop and join and drop and join. And I'm very happy for them to do that. So no, I don't know who's told you that, Marcy, but you don't have to be inactive for 6 months. If you want to join a different team, you have to be inactive for 90 days. But if you want to just drop and rejoin the same team, you can drop one day, resign one day, and rejoin the next. There is a bit of a fallacy about this, and I think I'm not going to say why I think it is, but yeah, it's the 6-month rule is not correct, and unless you want to join a different team, in which case it's 3 months, not 6. So there we go. That's my first card. And the rules are the same globally, Marcy, because they kind of have to be. So that's my first card. Right, so I'm going blue now. So I have prepped. I have got another one of the dies from the Poppy Moments. There's this weird looking die. Vintage gold. And this is going to go over the top of this. Somehow. Thank you, Helen. And I am thinking I'm going to heat emboss here. Because of the team thing. Yeah, but the team thing is only 3 months. Thank you, Kay. I'm glad you love it. So this is going... Right, let's start. So this is Soft Succulent. And the Time-Worn Type... Is it Time-Worn Type? 3D embossing folder. So that's going onto a Pool Party base. This is 3/8 of an inch smaller, I think I'm right in saying, and that's going to go over the top. And then this is going to go over the top of all of that and hang off the... So it's going to go right the way across, and I'm going to... Thank you, Shaz. And I'm going to trim. So if you've been enjoying this, please, pretty please. Right, okay. So heat embossing onto an already die cut. This is a very close... Now, I have to say, I die cut this thinking that this would fit and was very relieved when it did, because I want the stitching to show. So it is a beautiful, beautiful sweet. Mercy, not Marcy. Why am I thinking you're Marcy? You're Mercy. Right, so I'm going to be brave. I am going to be brave, and I'm going to try doing the gold foil again. Mostly because this vintage gold paper would look weird with just gold embossing next to it, given that there is the choice of the vintage, the gold flake. So, embossing buddy. Lots of embossing buddy. Versamark. I'm using the same sentiment because I'm sure it will fit. And I'm going to nestle it in on... Ooh. No, won't fit there. I'm going to nestle it in underneath this here. Just going to get on my tippy toes so that I can try and make sure that it's straight. Which it is. Did the gold come in the papers? This gold is... it's part of the suite, but it's not in the paper. So it's a separate item. One thing, wants heat and stick. And it's really not expensive. You get 2 sheets in the pack. And it's not expensive. In the UK, I think it's £4.75. I'll have a look in a moment. What am I looking for? I'm looking for that. I think I might go that way around. I do need to bring in my gold. Right. Thank you, Shaz. Yes, thumbs up. We like thumbs up. The first time I've watched you on YouTube. Oh, thank you, Jane. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, if you want to laugh, have a look at the replay of my in-colour comparison. It kind of went off the rails a bit. I mean, we had a really good laugh, but oh boy, did it go off the rails. I'm not going to be able to say any of the in-colour names for a while, let's just say that, because I now have other ways of saying them in my head. None of them are rude. They're not rude, they're just not right. So, between my legs. You don't need to know that my heat gun is now between my legs, really, do you? Into there. Oops, don't do that. Don't want to flick. Flicking is bad. Particularly as my computer is just above where I'm working. Right, so this is definitely going to need to be reheated because I didn't get it in there quickly enough. But that's fine. Scrubby. So I've popped my lid back on. Let's get rid of that because I don't need it now. The in colour was, I think, Monday, and it really was quite silly. Let's just blow. And back in. What you do not want to do with your heat and stick is overheat it, because it will stop being sticky and will just sink into the paper. Hello Barbara, you are here, 7 a.m. Wow. So I've done one card, but I'm only part way through the second, and I can show you the first card in a moment. I'm just trying to not get gold flake everywhere. It's been a while since I have used this on camera. There's a reason for that. It's not the easiest thing to control in a confined space. Right, okay, so that's our Just For You. You can give it another little polish. So let's pop this together. Oops, let's get rid of the bits of gold that have inevitably ended up floating out. So, pool party card, soft succulent paper. I'm going to adhere this with liquid adhesive because I don't want to squish the embossing. That is more than I would use if it was just a piece of soft succulent. I love 3D embossing folders, just saying, because I do. I love them. Right, so that's nicely stuck down. I'm going to use liquid adhesive on the back of this as well, because it's got to stick to something that's rough. And again, I'm using much more adhesive than I would if I was just sticking paper to paper, flat paper to flat paper. But I need to make sure that the adhesive actually hits something that's up. So that's that on there. This is going to go over this, like that. And then I'm going to put that over there and trim it down. I was thinking I was going to pop it up on dimensionals, but I don't think I will. Now, here's the thing. This is going to not come all the way to the edge, and I'm all right with that. Are you using ribbon? Not for this one. This is in effect going to be my ribbon. So no, this time I haven't done a boo-boo. The first card I did a boo-boo, and yes, didn't put my ribbon on before I stuck everything down. Right, okay, so again, I'm going to use liquid adhesive. No, I think forgetting ribbon twice in one live would be, well, actually it would be very me. I wouldn't put it past me at all, but thankfully not this time. So for the die cut bit, I'm just going around some of the little wider bits just so that there is some glue, and then off the end. I'm going to hold this end up because it's probably got glue where there isn't gold, and because it's liquid I have that little bit of wiggle room. Yes, I've got glue on my fingers now. The joy with this glue is that you can actually... Rachel's here! Way! Now please, Rachel, I've just been showing people your lovely labels. Let me bring the one out that I was showing everyone, because we've used the Poppy Moments dies, and I was saying that you've done these lovely labels. So, how do people get hold of you, Rachel, if they want them? And I found a new setting on my camera. So hopefully the picture is crisper than it was. Fingers crossed. So this is then going to go across the card like that. I'm going to try and trim it so that the scallop at both ends is roughly the same. And I can't decide whether to pop it up. No, I think because I'm going to trim it, not. So yes, if people want your labels, Rachel, how do they get hold of you? And is this picture clearer than it used to be? 2 questions. Because Rachel very kindly did some with sunflowers in the background just for me, because she knows that I'm a bit of a sunflower freak. I planted this year's seeds only this last weekend. They're possibly a little late, but there we go. Right, I need my sticky scissors because I've got glue hanging off the edge of that. Rachel's been very shy and she's not telling us how to get hold of the picture's excellent. Good, thank you. I found some settings that I didn't know there were, and one of them was sharpness. So I've put it right up so it's really, really, really sharp. There we go. 2 cards. Cha-bang. Just like that. See, I even prepped. I mean, it's, only been nearly an hour. 3/4 of an hour. I'm confused about when you're on. Okay, so at normal times, I'm on at 11 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday and 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Thursday, UK time. So 11 on a Tuesday, 3 on a Thursday. But my comment not showing. No, it's not. It's not, Rachel. Rachel, email me where you would like people to contact you, and I will put it on the post that goes with this when it goes live. So just drop me an email. I know you've got my email address because you very kindly sent me the PDF of the stickers. So drop me an email and I'll put it on the post that goes with this. So yes, 11 o'clock on a Tuesday and 3 o'clock on a Thursday. But at the moment, while we've got the new catalogue, so for the rest of May, I'm going to be going live randomly, if that makes sense. Love them both. Thank you for sharing and the entertainment. Jane, right, so what camera do I use and the program? The program is called Streamlabs or Streamlabs OBS. It's free. You download it to your computer. So you run it from your computer. The cameras I use are just cheapo webcams from Amazon. So the picture's better, is it, Rachel? That would be useful to know that it's better. I mean, I know you say it's perfect, but perfect as in better. So neither of the cameras do autofocus, and they're as narrow focus as possible. You can get those wide focus cameras and autofocus. I tried both of those and they were horrible. With the autofocus, every time I moved my hands, it was going. Possibly that's the problem, Rachel. So yes, they're just cheapo webcams. I'm trying to see if this this one is made by Papalock. So P-A-P-A. Oh, look, Papalock. P-A-P-A-L-O-O-K by the look of it. And it's a PA452 Pro, I think. And I have no idea what that one is.
The lowest point in the United Kingdom is the Thames at 13 feet below sea level.
Good. So my smart speaker has just answered a question I didn't ask. Anyway, loads better. Good. Thank you. Really clear. Excellent. Thank you. You just cranked me up. It's good to get a good laugh this early in the morning. Well, as I say, if you want a really, really good laugh, look at the in-colour comparison video. It's not long.
Sorry, I only made it one.
Oh, my smart speaker is going berserk at me now. Good. Excellent. Excellent. Hello, Mimi. We're Mimi Jan. We're about to finish. But, so yes, so these are my 2 cards using the Poppy Moments dies with the Texture Chic Designer Series paper, because they do kind of go. And the Charming Sentiments with the gold flakes. You will only ever need to buy 1 lot of gold flakes because it just grows. I've got a very small amount in my box, and this much still in the pot. So you don't need much. 1 pot will last you a lifetime. So there you go. Hello, Alka. That's a new name as well. So I hope you have enjoyed this morning's random. Karen, I'm sorry if random explains it in every sense of the word, frankly, random explains it. So my next scheduled, and actually my next live, will be tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon UK time, so that you've got an idea when that is. It's currently coming up to 20 past 12 noon. So about 3 hours from now. A day and 3 hours from now. You're not late, Alka, because it was a random live, so it wasn't scheduled. And you can watch the replay. The replay will go up very quickly after this. Just got back from a little walk and missed you. Hello, Judith. We'll have to watch on catch up. Absolutely. Lovely cards. You've got gold flakes from at least 10 years ago. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Alka. You can watch it. You can watch it on replay. But yes, so there we go. Those are my 2 cards with the Texture Chic, in reply to someone who watched my catalogue walkthrough, I think. I did it was my unboxing. That was what it was. So yes, there we go. I'm going to flip the camera up so that I can say goodbye properly. And then I will read Rachel's comment, because I've just seen Rachel comment. See you tomorrow. I'll email you my email details, and thank you. No, you're very welcome, Rachel, because they are brilliant, those stickers. When you first talked about them, I hadn't realised just how amazing they are. Because they cross-reference. Yes! Because I like to keep my dies and my stamps separate so that I can use the dies without having to think about which stamp set they're with. You're very welcome, Kay. Thank you. The DSP is gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. So thank you very much indeed for joining me. I hope some of you will join me again tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock yet. I know what I'm doing this afternoon at 3 o'clock, which is having my gym assessment. Got to try and beat my own record of 5 minutes 40 seconds on the plank. See you tomorrow, Alka. Thank you, Jane, for continuing to follow me. And as I say, give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. If you're watching on replay, questions below the description bar, and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. In the meantime, have a fantastic rest of your day. Enjoy the new annual catalogue, and I will see you again soon, I hope.